Kausif, the new skill set that the current workforce has to acquire, and given the environment we're in right now, where profits are shrinking and training budgets are getting affected, and people are working from home, so on-site training is not possible. A lot of the companies are now resorting to online learning platforms to meet the learning and development needs of its workforce. Is that something that you also see happening in the fintech industry? And is that something which is going to stay?
Absolutely, absolutely. This change, actually, if you allow me, is happening at two levels. Distance learning and distance-led execution. And I would like to talk about execution first, if you allow me. You see, what's happened now because of the pandemic is that, for example, in Finja, we are running routine meetings with the bank's management team and boards, which are actually on Zoom. And once we go out and we have got all the attention and focus in those meetings, and once those meetings are run well, the subsequent meetings that the banking teams are now having in operations, in technology, in marketing, all of those subsequent meetings have also become Zoom-led and distance, because of which the cost of creating a partnership between a bank and a fintech or the incumbent has drastically come down, not at the forging of the partnership level, which sometimes would take multiple trips to multiple cities, and over a period of many months you would do that. Now it happens over days, but it's all happening digitally. But the subsequent execution, which is a very painful process because banks are conservative, risk, regulation, etc. All of that is happening digitally as well. So the cost of creating a partnership, the time of creating a partnership is drastically reduced and the efficiency is increased. And the good thing that I need to report here is that even when the pandemic goes away, the senior management and the board and the subsequent teams have figured out a new way to interact and work and create value, which would then remain. So in the longer run, this ability to go out and virtually, connect, create partnerships and execute and launch products, I think is going to, when we look back in hindsight, will turn out to be one of the big reasons in taking the banking industry through the fintech collaboration to the next level. Now, so much value is being created through these meetings. Therefore, the decision makers are very clear and open in their mind that as their employees want to go out and upgrade their skill, the means to do that is also digital. So companies and individuals themselves and on their own initiatives are really going out and logging into these platforms for training. And on an unrelated point, most professionals have children, and these children are now going through a completely new experience where EdTech is become mainstream. So because EdTech is becoming mainstream, because we are creating execution digitally, we are collaborating digitally, therefore distance learning is the third pillar which is coming, which is very good. I think distance learning will allow organizations to go out and invest more in learning, because distance learning can happen at any time. It doesn't have to happen in the office hours. People have flexibility and all of that. So I think it's going to really help upgrade the general skill set as a whole.